Welcome back to Through the Ropes, and today we're going to be breaking down the unification bout from Jerry's World. Errol the Truth Spence versus Yordenis 54 Milagros Ugas. And let's start off by saying this is a closer fight than what some people are saying. I personally think it's going to be like a 60-40 fight, and will not be surprised if Ugas pulls it off. Let's talk about Spence's eye injury and how it can play a role in this fight. And once he starts getting hit, is the eye going to be able to hold up? It kind of reminds me of the situation when he fought Kell Brook. And I mean, Kell Brook was doing decent in the fight until, he started getting hit in the eye. And then ultimately he took a knee in the fight due to his eye bothering him. And you could clearly tell he was like rubbing at it with the glove in his eye. And then ultimately Spence ended up stopping Brook due to that. But with that being said, we've already seen that Spence has proven he's capable of coming back from injury when he got in his devastating car accident and he beat Danny Garcia. I mean, even though Danny Garcia wasn't like a top tier welterweight, he definitely was a very, very solid welterweight at the time. I do think Spence has the better resume than Ugas. I mean, he was just like, before the accidents and everything happening, the way he was able to steamroll Lamont Peterson and Chris Algieri, and then the way he just pretty much outpointed Mikey Garcia too. Because I mean, let's be honest, Mikey Garcia was just trying to survive. But let's talk about Spence having to pull out of the Pacquiao fight. I really feel like that was gonna be his like breakout performance to like the world, not necessarily like just the boxing public, but I'm talking about like more people, like casual fans that really didn't know who Spence is, because I mean he's known among the boxing world for sure, but this could have been his leap to superstardom. But with that being said, with him pulling out came opportunity, and that opportunity was for Yordenis Ugas, which took the fight on 11 days notice. And going into that Pacquiao fight, he was the underdog. I didn't see how, but I mean he was. I mean, from the time he was 15-3 and he went on that 27th month hiatus, when he came back, he beat some quality opponents. He beat some contenders. He beat 2 undefeated fighters. I mean, he was in there mixing it up with top welterweights, solid welterweights, nonetheless, like Abel Ramos, Thomas Delorme, Sean Porter. A lot of people thought he should have beat Sean Porter, even if they didn't count the knockdown, which, I mean, I think it should have been considered a knockdown. Even Errol Spence is on record saying that he believes that Ugas beat Sean Porter in that fight. And I know this isn't the fight that everybody wanted, but this is still a darn good fight, and it gets us one step closer to the ultimate mega fight, which is ultimately undisputing the welterweight titles. And let's not forget that the WBA almost got in the way of this by making Yordenis Ugas, making him defend against his mandatory. And with my final prediction, I got Errol Spence winning this fight by a razor close decision. I feel like he's going to come back to being that Terminator, walk you down fighter that we know him as, body attacker. But I'm about to contradict myself because Ugas isn't no slouch, and I'm going to be betting my money on him because I just have this gut feeling that he might pull it off. But with that being said, Errol Spence with the close decision. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Through the Ropes.